さすがはオシトルの手勢。一筋縄ではいかぬな。
Oh, but of course, you grump, as we have the power of friendship on our side. But anyhow, folks, welcome back to some more Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth. On our last episode, we had one heck of a lengthy throwdown against this very large grump. So, with that quick tidbit in mind, let us continue. Henceforth. Even Vurai seems to be tiring out. We're all battered and wounded, but victory seems like it's finally within our grasp. Summoning the last reserves of our strength, we launch one final attack from all sides. But we do! Oh, and it's even animated as well! What a treat! Well, that was one heck of a beatdown! He struggles for a brief moment, trying to deal with all of us at once, and I see my chance. Go, buddy, go! You can do it! Up there in seconds, ready to strike at his front. Now, within range, I bring a fierce right hook into the defenseless Vurai's face, but... he dodged it! Come on! Oof! That was a critical hit too! Can we rewind? Somehow, Vurai's managed the perfect wind-up. His fist slams into me, and I'm sent crashing back to the ground. He's a bloody monster, buddy!
どうしたオシトル。この程度の誘いに乗るとはうぬらしくもない。
Well, you see, he's not quite the same man that you know. He's a cosplayer. I have no time to react. His fist slams into me again.
こう焦ったか。勝利を過信して油断したか。
Not gonna lie there, you grump. I thought we already did. I try to defend myself somehow, but there's enough power in every strike to break through to my very core.
どうした。もう動けるのか。
Come on, buddy, pull through this! Vurai's assault is merciless. His fists rain down one brutal punch after another. This is no longer a battle, but a one-sided beatdown. Oh no! I'm sure this is pleasing entertainment to your eyes, love! Maybe bring up some popcorn whilst you're at it. Oh. Actually, don't get too close to the front seats. I mean, this little viewing point is a bit too 3D for you. The others try to help, but Vurai's assault has turned the air turbulent and wild. They can hardly keep hold of their weapons, let alone hit him. I take each of his painful strikes, an unrelenting hail of punches, refusing to give in.
これは単なる捨て身の強さではない。おそらくアクルカの力が ブライの意志と情念に呼応しているのだ。
He really has it out for you, buddy.
この程度では我が敵とは呼べぬ。
Well, you see, sir, is the beatdown not satisfactory enough? Would you like us to change the, pitch of our moans and groans? No, instead you'd prefer to strangulate him? Well, that's not so pleasant. He lifts me bodily by the neck. I can feel his fingers choking me. Even as I try to resist, I can't summon up any more strength in my body.
ブライほどの者のフラー、命が炎を燃やし尽くそうとしている。
Well then respond in kind!
このままでは。
くだらぬ祭りごとに牙を鈍らせたか、おっしゃる。
As Vurai roars in fury, I feel his grip tighten on my throat.
己の力はこの程度か。ならば。
Oh gosh, buddy! His fingers close fully around my throat. Our monstrous bodies creak with the strain. Yeah, I'm feeling it on me, controller!
弱き者よ、ここで散れ。
No! At that moment... No, stay back, you wee munchkin! The cry pierces the air. For a moment, nothing else here matters.
やめてください。
ネコネ。
違うのです。兄様は私の兄様は。でも私の大切な兄様なのです。だからもう。
When the music picks up, it's time for some high-five payback, buddy!
兄様。
Through the haze, I see tears spilling from Nekone's eyes, and that changes everything. Pump up the adrenaline, buddy! A chuckle escapes me, soft and gentle, entirely unfit for a bloody battlefield like this.
ようやく思い出せ。それがし何者であるべきか。
Something passes through everyone watching the fight, even through Vurai himself. They can tell something in the air has changed. Oh buddy, that's your resolve, isn't it? Vurai tries to tighten his fingers to finish his opponent off, but they will not move. His fingers, determined to choke the life out of me, cannot resist against my own hand. Moments ago, lifeless and numb. Just that fact alone floods me with power. Even through the pain, my twisted, bloodied face creases into a monstrous smile. And now, Finally, I understand. I stand as Vurai's eternal nemesis. For as long as he lives, he will fight me, even if it destroys him to do so.
自分のなすべき
Sends the grump to his own bloody grave.
先ほどの問いに答えよう。
何だと。
貴様は言った。永遠に戦うことかなわぬが、己の全てを滅し尽くすのも悪くはないと。ここで貴様と戦うのはアクルトゥルカの定め、それがしに依存はない。
ようやく覚悟を決めたか。
だが決して貴様と道連れにはならぬ。
Only one of you will be leaving this stage tonight.
それがし守るべきものがあるのでな。
抜かしたら押したら。
オストル。
我が望むしアクルトゥルカの戦、今ここで果たさん。
受けて立とう。
This fight is already beyond any mortal power. Mask against mask, raw unearthly might, clashing against this equal force. The very land shakes. Oh, they seem to be right next to you, all perfectly fine. It is like watching two grand statues, abstract icons in infinite opposition, locked in endless battle for the amusement of gods. However, with each colossal fist swung, something begins to change. Vurai trails a strange glittering light with each movement, as if he's shedding tiny, brilliant scales. His massive body is slowly deteriorating, and dissolving into salt. Oh, he's starting to die!
我が望む全て、我が生きる証。
ぐらい貴様はやはり
A pretty naughty grump!
もはや言葉など無用。
With an expression of rapturous joy, Vurai fights. With all his power, Vurai fights. And then, finally...
愉快だったぞ。これぞ戦、これぞ試合よ。
ぐらい
命ながら這いつくばる生き様に何の価値がある。命を食いつぶしてこその人生よ。ディネボクシリでまた戦おうぞ、オッショル。我はブライ、発注賞、剛腕のブライである。
I know you did your grand speech and all, but can you just, like, keel over now? also works. Oh, he was a pretty salty bloke.
Nekone.
I take a step toward her, dragging my massive body forward. It's okay now. At least you're in mint condition as well. As for our buddy, he's gonna need a few patches. Though still shaking with fear, Nekone wipes her tears away, looking up into the monstrous face of her towering brother. That's one way to describe it.
怪我はしていないか。腹が空いたか。それとも。
Why are you so tense, buddy? After keeping her silence for so long, Nekone finally speaks.
どうして
どうした。
どうして助けに来たのです。私はこんなに何もできない、心配かけてばかりなのに。
Oh, Nekone, you're anything but useless.
どうして兄様はいつもそんなに。どうして。
Nekone's quavering voice fails her, and she falls silent, shaking with emotion. A colossal finger gently wipes away the flow of tears on her cheek.
妹を心配しない兄がどこにいる。
兄様。兄様。兄様。兄様。
Oh, this is so touching. Nekone throws her arms around the massive finger, rubbing her tearful face against its metal-like surface. Well, now we know how they feel.
さあ、帰ろう。皆が、母上が待っている。
Nekone nods gently.
兄様、一緒に。
そうだな。一緒。
兄様。
Buddy, don't you be turned into a spas as well. I know that pepper is a compliment to salt, but still. Color drains from the Akuru Turuka's eyes, and he slowly tilts backward. No!
兄様。
With one last broken roar, his giant body crumples to the ground, and soon shifts back to the familiar form of Oshtor. Okay, he didn't dissolve. Everyone rushes to his side.
傷が深いですね。早く手当てをしないと。
今、止血します。
Oh yeah, you were here.
かりするのじゃ、オシトル。
傷に触ります。どうか揺らさぬよう。
このままじゃ、オシトル。
It'll be fine, darling. I hope.
俺のせい。
急いで、何か祝いつけるものは。
この帯を使うといい。
兄様。
Hoisted onto Yakwalt's back, they manage to keep him as stable as they can, bound in sashes and straps. The group quickly descends down the mountain path. And so, the battlefield is empty once more. Powdery salt dances upon the wind, the remains of the warrior called Vurai. Oh, Antua was watching. But, as if to break the silence, the nearby bushes shake. Someone limps out of the brush, holding their shoulder. Antua staggers toward the pile of salt that was once Vurai. Steps away, she falls to her knees, as if she's on the verge of collapse. She reaches into the pile of salt and pulls something out.
ごめん。たったこれだけに満足しましたか。思う存分。
And then, though they have been dry for some time, her eyes sting with tears once more. Finally, she realizes it.
お父様。
That was all she wanted, to call someone that one last time.
当然なのです。
Oh my lordy! That event made me feel many things! It was what you could call a roller coaster of emotions! Oh, okay, we could have a bit. Okay, we have one location. Location. I guess we'll include one more event, right? Yeah. Half a month after my duel to the death with Vurai. For a while, all of Nekone was in an uproar after hearing that Oshtor had been gravely wounded. However, things are finally calming down.
少し寝てしまっていたか。
Buddy, I'm just glad that you're still intact. I don't think I'd be able to take it if you kicked the bucket too. It's a quiet afternoon in the office.
いかんな。まだ仕事が残っているというのに。
Well then, get to it! Chop chop! Well, maybe not literally, but hey-o. I try to rise from my seat, but a dull pain shoots through my spine. Oh! Unable to bear it, I sink back down into the chair. Yeah, you're gonna still have to rest and recuperate, buddy.
しかし、今思えば、すべてが遠い夢のようだ。
It's been some time since my showdown with Vurai, but I guess I need a little more time before I'm back to normal. But I'm well aware that I'm not recovering at the same pace a normal person would. Well, no, in your case, you would be like, well, in the hospital for like half a year.
これがアクルカの力。
Probably even longer, in fact. Maybe even a few years. As I straighten to face the desk again, the blanket resting around my shoulders slips off. Flop?
誰かがかけてくれたのか。
Well, that was sweet of him. Grateful for the thoughtfulness, I fold up the fallen blanket and take a look around the room.
誰もいないのか。そういえば。確か王儀が今日朝から広間の方に詰めていると言っていたな。九十里から献上品が来るとかで。
You say new offerings. Can Sheesh be shipped along with them, please?
また物資を送ってくれるとは。ルルティエのことがあるにせよ、予想外の大盤振る舞いだ。顔を出しに行くか。
主様。
What's up, you twinsies?
お前たちか。どうした？
ずっと見てた。
Oh, you've been observing his sleepy face, have you?
おそばに控えて目覚めをお待ちしておりました。
Well, thank you kindly, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go with that. See, it's thoughtful, but it's also kind of creepy.
待っていた。どうした？何かあったのか？
呼んでいる。王儀さんがお呼びです。九十里からの積み荷の確認が終わったそうです。頼まれた。主様が起きられたら大広間の方へ来ていただくようにとことづかっています。
大広間？広間ではなくか。
My sheesh senses are tingling. Come on, be true to me.
入りきらなかった。
Oh, it's probably just all the goodies then.
量が多すぎて広間では手狭になったそうです。
手狭ってどれだけの量が来たっていうんだ。起きたらということは、それがしが寝ている時に王儀が来たということか。
He could have given you a wee sugar, but nah, he just let you snooze.
それならば起こしてくれればよいというのに、伝言の手間も省けるだろう。
疲れている。主様は疲れが溜まっておられるようです。
Fair enough.
そうか。ブライとの戦い以来、まだ本調子ではないからな。皆気を使ってくれているんだろう。
I mean, you're kinda on the brink of death, buddy.
おかげでよく眠れたよ。二人ともありがとう。
But at least you managed to dance around to the precipice.
後で他の皆にも礼を言っておかねばな。だいぶ楽になった気がする。
Although your form wasn't very elegant.
こちらこそ。むしろ私たちの方がお礼を言いたいです。眼福だった。主様の寝顔、暗い布団の中とはまた違う趣がありました。
Oh, you were just taking in the visage, huh?
もう少し見ていたかった。思ったより早く起きてしまって少し残念です。
Well, at least you burned the image into your picture folder in your noggin, right?
お前たち。
My shoulders slump a bit. All of a sudden, my energy seems to have faded.
この二人はまったくいい話ということで締めさせてくれないんだな。まあいい。ともかく遅くなってしまったが、王妃のところに行くとするか。
As I get ready to stand, I feel someone's presence outside my door. Option A, Munchkin. Option B, Darlin. Who's it gonna be?
兄様、入ってもよろしいです。
If you guessed A, you're correct, because I have no clue who it was gonna be. Nekone sounds more anxious than usual.
ああ。
失礼するです。
Seeing the twins at my side, Nekone hesitates for a moment.
お前たち、先に行って、王妃にもうしばらく待てと伝えてもらえるか。
The twins look up at my order. Without a word, they rise and make their way outside, apparently realizing my intent.
どうしたのだ？何か急用か？
Or maybe you just want a wee chit-chat. Nekone seems like she wants to say something.
兄様、
Yes,
そのお体の具合は。
half dead?
まだ本調子とはいかぬが、執務には支障ない。猫根には心配をかけたな。すまなかった。
I only jest, of course. I'm sure he's in a much better state of affairs than that.
兄様なのに他人行儀なのです。
Well, yeah, but if you're in a... if you're kind of heavily wounded, even the most formal of people can't keep on their appearances.
親しき中にも礼儀あり、ということだな。
I give her a smile, but she only ventures quietly closer. Oh. And then she climbs up to sit on my lap. Oh.
珍しいな。甘えたいのか。
But of course, buddy.
違うです。
Lies and deceit. Despite her words, she shuffles in close and doesn't seem to want to leave.
この頃、兄様の感じが変わってきた気がするです。
You have more battle scars than usual.
猫根こそ雰囲気が柔らかくなった気がするがな。
I see what you did there, buddy.
本心は装えるものではなく、にじみ出てくるものなのだろう。自分は猫根に対して本当の兄であろうとしすぎたのかもしれない。猫根にもそれが重荷になっていたとしたら。
I feel as if it's just mainly because of the fact that it was just so awkward between them. Because they both knew who Haku's true identity was. I mean, obviously Haku knew his own. But they couldn't really be as casual about it. And it was really hard for Nekone to really move on from the loss of her brother. But gradually over time, I feel like as if she's just starting to accept it. And this is just her accepting Haku for who he currently is now. Which I find to be really heartwarming. Without realizing it, I find myself gently stroking Nekone's hair. Ah, but of course, a wee head pat for the Munchkin.
兄様。
Nekone doesn't seem to object. She sits there, eyes barely open.
そうだった。王妃が待っている。
私も行っていいですか？
Oh, but of course.
ああ、行こう。
Standing up, I take a moment to straighten my robes and open the door. Were you two peeping?
なぜまだそこにいる？
生ぬるい。求められるより多くを施すのが主たる者の務めではないかと。
Look, listen here, you two. Foul does not lutify the Munchkins, aight?
お前たちは何を言っているのだ？
They're for head pats, not for lewds. At my side, Nekone blushes profusely. Led by the twins, we arrive in the front of the Grand Hall, mentioned in Ogi's message. Well, as much as I'm tempted, really tempted to press onwards, I think this shall be our ending point. So, anyway, folks, thank y'all for watching this episode of Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.